The Shell Company presents The Shell Show, starring Willie Fennell, Alan Roll, Ruby Phillips, Robert Simmons, Pam Corrigan, the Quartet, Phil Cohen, Shell Show Orchestra, and yours truly, George Foster. Well, good evening, people, and thank you very much all. Tonight, the Shell Show pops straight into top gear with Phil Cohen, the Shell Show Orchestra, and the Quartet in You Ought to See Sally on Sunday.
In her dainty Sunday clothes, with her hat on one side, she's a picture of charm.
Just imagine my pride
as she clings to my arm.
You might pass her by on a Monday
when a long weary work day is through, but you ought to see Sally on Sunday. For one day her dreams come true. One day her dreams come true.
Here's a message for interstate visitors. If you're thinking of visiting Melbourne, be sure and meet all the Shell Show folk in person. Tickets to see the Shell Show actually go on the air are always available for interstate and Melbourne listeners by writing to the Shell Company, care of 3AW Melbourne. And now, for a complete change, we're taking you over to the offices of a government department, where we find one of those courteous government officials busily pondering over a matter of national importance.
Yes, now let me see. All I need is one four-letter word. A four-letter word meaning insane or mentally deficient. Oh, bother, and I'd almost finished my crossword, too. Come in.
How are you, mate?
Sit down. Take a chair, will you? I'm looking for a four-letter word meaning insane or mentally deficient.
Oh, nuts.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful.
I want a license, please.
Oh, a license. Well, this is where we issue all licenses. What kind would you like? Marriage, carriage, hawker, stalker, hunting, punting, club, scrub, or pub?
Come again?
Well, what kind of a license do you want?
I want a strike license.
A what?
A strike license. I'm going up to Queensland to get a job in the strike.
What on earth are you talking about?
Hey?
What are you talking about?
Well, you see, there's a gold strike up in Queensland, and I'm going up to collect a few bags of the filthy stuff.
Oh, you've got gold fever, huh?
Hey? No, it's just a touch of guitar. For a long time.
Look, if you're looking for gold in Queensland, you're just wasting your time. You'll just dig for nothing, dig. Oh, I say that's rather good, isn't it? Dig for nothing, dig. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I might pick up a nugget for nothing. Nugget.
Well, if you insist, I'll make out the necessary form for you. Now, let me see. That's a prospectus license you want. P-R-O-S. Yes, there you are. I think that's the right form for you.
Hey, wait a minute. That ain't the right form.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry. What have I given you?
Prospective father's license. It's a bit late for that now.
Well, here we are. Here we are. This is the correct form. Now, what is your name, please?
Fennell. Willie Fennell. I'm a man.
And your father's name?
Fennell, same as mine. You're not trying to start anything, are you?
And do you spell it with a P?
Hey, oh, yeah, it's spelt with a... No, it's spelt with a F, and not with a F. See? And I'm no relation to the disinfectant.
Yeah. Yes, but there are a lot of foofs spelt with a P. Hypophosphate, for example. You spell hypophosphate with a P, wouldn't you?
Mate, I wouldn't spell it with anything. What about me license?
Well, you must understand there's more in getting gold than just buying a license. Have you ever done much prospecting, Mr. Fennell?
Only weekends at St Kilda.
Well, how about your equipment?
Oh, I've got all that, yeah. I've got snowshoes, fur coat, mittens, and 2 teams of huskies. Mush, mush.
What good do you think all that's going to be?
Well, that's what Bob Hope had, besides Dorothy Lamour.
Look, you don't understand. Fur coats in Queensland are unheard of. All you need for clothes is a pair of shorts and a singlet.
Oh, well, I'll be able to get that all right. In fact, I've got a singlet.
Oh, have you? Well, anyway, apart from clothes, you'll need other things. You'll have to take a theodolite with you.
Oh, don't be silly. I wouldn't know what he was talking about.
Oh, a theodolite is not a person, it's an instrument.
Oh. What else do you reckon I ought to take?
Well, you'll need camping equipment, pickaxe, spades, rations, and a gun.
A what?
A gun.
Blimey, I didn't know you had to shoot this stuff.
Look, you might have to shoot your dinner, and you might have to defend yourself. Gold prospecting, my boy, is a very rough game. Have you ever been among desperate men? Each man for himself, and the devil take the loser?
Well, I've been in Young and Jackson's at 5 to 6.
Look, I don't seem to be making myself clear, Mr. Fennell.
I reckon he's a bit of a dill myself.
Your attitude is ridiculous. You seem to have the idea that you just arrive in Queensland, find yourself a nice paddock, bend down and pick up nuggets of gold.
Don't be silly. I have no intention of doing that.
Oh, you don't, eh?
No, I'm taking a fishing net to save me bending down.
Mr. Fennell, I feel sorry for you. You just wait till you get to North Queensland looking for gold. In the blistering heat with the flies and the heat, the mosquitoes and the sweat, the sweltering sun showing no mercy from sunup to sundown.
They tell me it's hot up there, too.
You'll find out. Not a breath of air, my boy. Insects crawling over your body, the howling of strange and wild animals, and the monotonous sound of the cricket. All day long, the monotonous sound of the cricket.
Blimey, don't tell me the Indians are up there, too.
And all you'll be doing, my boy, is digging from morning till night, digging.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not doing any digging, mate. That's why I'm taking Sadie with me.
Sadie? Who's Sadie?
Sadie's a friend of mine. I'd like you to meet Sadie. Hey, Sadie, come in here and meet the man. Yeah, come over here, Sadie. This is the man what's given us our strike license.
Howdy do. Glad to know you.
Oh, so you're going to Queensland with Mr. Fennell, eh?
I certainly am. Willie's promised me a mink coat and a diamond bracelet. Haven't you, Willie?
That's right, Sadie, yeah.
But I don't understand. Why does Sadie have to go along?
Hey, or you don't seem to know who Sadie is.
I'm sure I don't. Who is Sadie?
She's me gold digger.
Shell Research ensures that Shell motor oils are true to premium quality, a necessary requirement for all motor engines, old and new. Premium quality in Shell motor oils has been reached by selective refining, coupled with the inclusion of special additives. The quality of Shell motor oils is such that your engine is kept fresh, sweet, and clean, and contaminants are removed with the oil drainings. Shell motor oils do not corrode engine parts, nor do they froth. There is no better motor oil. For safety's sake, use Shell motor oil. And for safety's sake, too, join the Share the Road League.
And now, with his foot on the accelerator and his baton in his hand, Phil Cohen and the orchestra speed along with I'm Just Wild About Harry. It's Pam Corrigan and the quartet in What Do They Do on a Rainy Night in Rio.
Oh, what do they do on the rainy night in Rio? What do they do when there is no starry sky?
Where do they go when they can't go for a walk? Do they sit home and talk, or do they sit inside?
Where do they woo on a rainy night in Rio? Where does a gay senorita say si?
Maybe the girl wants a tender kiss.
And yet, how tender can you get when you're beneath the wet palm tree?
What do they do in Mississippi when skies are drippy? And what do they do when it's murky in Albuquerque?
And what do they do in Tijuana when they want to snuggle tight?
Well, that's what they do in Rio on a rainy night. But what do they do when skies are dreary along Lake Erie? And what do they do when grass is dewy in old St. Louis?
And what do they do in Tallahassee when a lassie says, all right?
Well, that's what they do in Rio on a rainy night.
We now take you to the Bullabacanka School of Arts, where Willie's Auntie Liz is presenting the yearly concert. The entire proceeds of this annual event go towards improvements for Bullabacanka. In fact, there's only 5 more concerts to go before the town will have its own post office. Anyway, let's have a look in at the concert.
Thank you very much, everybody. I can see that you all know what a wonderful treat is in store for you tonight, and the whole of Bullabacanka's talent is here this evening, and it gives me great pleasure to announce that there will be a slight change of program from last year. This is due to the fact that Mrs. Musclebound, who plays the piano so very well, has learnt a whole new piece.
Am I on yet, Auntie Liz?
Not yet, Willie. Ladies and gentlemen, the first turn on the program tonight will be Mrs. Musclebound playing her new piece. And I can tell you, it's really hot. It'll make you cut a rug. In fact, it'll send you.
Yeah, home.
Quiet, Willie. All right, Mrs. Musclebound, when you're ready, get cracking. Isn't she a red-hot mama?
If the rhythm gets too much for you, you can stamp your feet. Beat me, Mama, with a salad fork.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Musclebound. And now, the next item on the program...
Excuse me, Liz.
Grandpa, what are you doing here? You should be in the dressing room getting ready for your turn.
Well, I've got an important announcement to make. There's been a dozen bottles of beer delivered to the dressing room for a gentleman in the audience. Mr. Drinkwater's his name.
All right, Grandpa. If he's in the audience, I'm sure he'll call round for the beer. Now, kindly leave the stage while I introduce the next item. Ladies and gentlemen, next on the program, we have a lovely turn.
Am I on yet, Auntie Liz?
Not yet, Willie. Well?
Hey, listen, I could put in a funny story here just to keep the show bright and happy.
Well, hurry up. What's the funny story?
Well, I say to you, see, when I was a baby, my father used to call me Lucky Dip, and you say to me, why did he call you Lucky Dip?
All right, why did he call you Lucky Dip?
'Cause every time he picked me up, he got a surprise. Did
I'm sorry, Willie, I don't get it.
Eh?
I said I don't get it.
I know you didn't pick me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on the program.
Excuse me. If Mr. Drinkwater's in the house, there's 9 bottles of beer waiting for him outside, I think.
Oh, dear. The next item on the program will be a song duet by myself and my very good friend, Mr. Dribbledingle. Are you ready, Cedric?
Anytime you say.
Well, as we're not too sure of the words, I know you'll forgive us if we repeat some of them twice. All right, Cedric. 1, 2, 3. Sweet Adeline.
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 Sweet In case anyone's wondering what was the name of that song, it was Come to Me, Thora.
Well, I'm very pleased you liked our little bit of a song, and Cedric and I are only sorry that we couldn't do something better.
Yes, and I'm sure you'll all understand if I say it's the only song we knew right through.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the next turn on the program...
Am I on yet, Auntie Liz?
Not yet, Willie.
Excuse me. Listen, if there's a Mr. Drinkwater at the house, he'd better hurry up if he wants his 6 bottles of beer.
Grandpa, I think it's disgusting of you coming out here in a state of intoxication.
So do I, Grandpa. You know what'll happen to you. You'll finish up like Rose.
And who's Rose?
Rose is a girl what I used to know in Sydney, what's gone all to the pack through drink.
Sounds like a nice girl I'd like to meet her.
She was a nice girl, Rose, till she got stuck on the grog. Now they've wrote a song about her.
Yes, and what's the name of the song?
Mighty Liquor Rose.
Oh, look, will you two get out of here? Get out before you spoil a whole concert. Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on the program is Willie's fiancée, Lily Watson, who has kindly consented to say a little piece. Now, come on, Lily. Don't be shy, dear.
Oh, gee, I don't like to.
Oh, don't be silly, Lily. Nobody's going to take any notice of you.
Well, what's the good of me doing anything?
Oh, come on now, Lily, and say your piece.
Oh, all right. Mary had a little lamb. Oh, gee, it's silly. Its fleece was white as snow. Oh, gee. And everywhere that Mary went, oh, gee, this is silly. The lamb was sure to go. That's all. Clap.
Oh, that was lovely.
Is it my turn now, Auntie Liz?
Oh, not yet, Willie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce your old friend Grandpa, who is going to say a few words on behalf of the organising committee. Will you get Grandpa, Willie, and tell him it's time for his speech?
Here he comes now, Auntie Liz.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Come on. Stand up straight and make your speech.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Hurry up, Grandpa. Bung it on.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Grandpa, say something. Just say a few words.
Would anyone like to buy some empty bottles?
Today, more than ever, you need to exercise care in the choice of the motor oil you'll use in your car engine. Make your choice Shell Motor Oil, the premium quality oil that gives such an ample margin of safety. We solemnly proclaim that Shell Motor Oil is the ultimate in motor oil quality, which current progress in research makes possible. Shell Motor Oil cleans your engine as it lubricates, cannot corrode engine parts, and gives positive protection. For safety's sake, use Shell Motor Oil. And for safety's sake, too, join the Share the Road League.
Robert Simmons sings Arise, O Sun.
Arise, O sun, and gleam o'er land and sea. Bring to the world the glorious day to be. The stars are fading and good night is done. Arise, arise, O sun. Arise, O sun, and shine into our hearts. For at thy bidding, weariness departs. Show us the way, and faithful we will run. Arise, O sun. Arise, O sun, O light of love, arise. And to God's morning we shall raise our eyes. The long march ended, and the battle won. Arise, arise, O
Well, this is George, Share the Road Foster, putting the Shell Show into the garage until next week, and reminding you that the musical director of the Shell Show is Phil Cohen. The production is by Harper Wilson with the cooperation of the Macquarie Broadcasting Network. And remember, in the words of Willie Fennell,
You can always be sure of Shell.